6. Cows, sheep, goats, ducks and chickens. Listen.
Mr. Gray's a farmer. There are cows, sheep, goats, ducks and chickens on his farm. There's a dog too. Mrs. Day lives next to Mr. Gray's farm. There are potatoes, onions, beans, peas and 2 pear trees in her garden. Mr. Gray and Mrs. Day are going to town now. He's going in his truck. She's going on the bus. Oh dear! Mr. Gray's farm gate is open. Oh dear! Mrs. Day's garden gate is open too. Look at the cows and sheep. Look at the goats and ducks and chickens. They're running and jumping in Mrs. Day's garden. They're eating her potatoes, her onions and her peas. They're eating her beans and the pears in her trees. They're wearing her hats, her t-shirts and her shirts. And they're wearing her dresses, her sweaters and her skirts. But look! Here's Mrs. Day. She's coming home from town. Mr. Gray's coming home in his truck, too.
I'm very angry,
says Mrs. Day.
Look at my clothes and look at my trees.
I'm very sorry,
says Mr. Gray.
Would you like to have lunch with me?
D. Listen and write a name or a number.
Can I ask you some questions about this farm, Mr. Gray?
Yes.
Whose farm is it?
It's mine. It's my farm.
Oh, and what's the name of your farm?
It's Store Farm. You spell that S-T-O-R-E.
Thanks. How many sheep are there on your farm?
I've got 16 sheep.
16? Wow, that's a lot. And there's a dog on your farm too.
Yes, its name is Ben.
Ben? Do you spell that B-E-N?
Yes, that's right.
And how many trucks are there?
There's 1 truck. I've got 1 truck.
Thank you. many chickens are there?
I've got 12 chickens. I love eating their eggs.
You've got 12 chickens.
Yes. There are some cows too. Can you see that brown one?
Yes. What's its name?
Lucy. You spell it Lucy.
I like that name.
Me too.
How many goats are there on your farm?
15. I've got 15 goats.
Thanks. That's the end of my questions.
Good.
E. Look at the picture. Listen and draw lines. Oh no! Look! Mr. Gray's animals are in Mrs. Day's garden.
Yes, there's his grey goat. It's eating the flowers.
Oh dear! Mrs. Day! Mrs. Day!
She's not here. She's in town today.
Look! There's Mr. Gray's brown cow.
Where? Oh, I can see it. It's eating the beans.
Oh. That white sheep is eating her onions.
It likes them. Look!
There's a black and white cow there too.
What's that cow eating?
It's eating Mrs. Day's peas.
And the chicken is eating her potatoes. Oh dear.
And that white goat is eating the pears on her tree.
Let's stop them.
How?
I don't know. Let's run and tell Mum. She can phone Mrs. Day.